Hey, welcome back to another Tarot Tuesday by the Third Eye of Providence. I am so grateful to everybody's support and your comments and your likes on my videos mean the world to me. And I am so happy that my messages are resonating with people. If this is your first time checking out my channel, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. That way you get a notification when I post my new content every week. This week I decided to do separate zodiac readings for my signs, and these are the sun, moon, and rising combinations for my Virgo collective. I have pulled cards for you this week from the Twin Tarot, the Oracle of the Seven Energies. You got a massive bonus number of love activations here, and you also got a bonus sacred geometry activation. I am spoiling my Virgos this week, that is true. So let's get into the reading. From the Twin Tarot, you have the energy of the shadow aspect of the Emperor. Let's see. From the Oracle of the Seven Energies, you have number 12, bearing fruit. Stunning card. A lot of red color right off the bat. This is passion and root chakra. Look at this. Stunning. So from the you have satisfaction, lots of heart chakra, some throat chakra, and some solar plexus. This card says you let the energy of love guide you to self approval so that others no longer define who you are. See, responsibility is the next card. It says you are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. And you have virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. Gorgeous. Let's get into the sacred geometry activations. You have number 21, the divine feminine. It says the frequency of divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of connection to all of creation. And you have 37, realization. It says the frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. Interesting. Let's see how these messages are connected. Let's go into the Twin Tarot, get a deeper reading for the shadow aspect of the Emperor. Interesting energy here. It says, I need to break away from this Emperor, this bully, to seek and to explore my own potential fully. This card brings in the energies of dogmatism, domination, arrogance, coldness, insensitivity, bossiness, and a negative father or fathering. It says, the Dark Emperor is not a pleasant or easy character. He has a narrow view of the world and is very fixed in his thinking, swayed neither by reason or arguments from others, nor by any appeal to his emotions or sympathy or compassion. Always on the defensive, if not the offensive, he is quick to make judgments and to deal out punishments. Right now, you may be experiencing some of his unpleasantness, bullying, undermining, or patronizing behavior from your parent, your partner, your boss, or a friend. If so, it becomes easy to lose confidence in yourself, even come to believe that you are the problem. Choosing this emperor is affirmation that this is not the case, and you are urged to remove yourself from this negative influence as soon as you possibly can. The other, though less likely, possibility for choosing this card is that you are demonstrating some of these negative emperor qualities in yourself. Reflect on recent interactions with your partner, members of your family, coworkers, friends, and others. Was your manner overbearing or lacking in tolerance and empathy? Is a thorny emperor within giving you a hard time? If so, the Dark Emperor card is encouragement to open your heart and mind to a more easygoing and egalitarian approach to yourself, to other people, and to the world in general. You will then feel so much freer and happier for it, and so will those around you. So the key phrases of this card are being excessively controlled or controlling, insensitivity to the feelings of others, rejection of a father or father figure, being patronized or patronizing, and the use of power or authority inappropriately. Interesting. Okay, so let's get into the Oracle of the Seven Energies and see what number 12, Bearing Fruit, has to say. Oh, I'm getting a message is that the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. There's a lot of butterflies in this card, so this is something about transformation. It says, this card brings the energies of the results of hard work, an idea or consistent thought manifesting into form, the relationship between the external world and the internal world of feelings and beliefs, and birthing. It says, if your life were a tree, what fruit would it bear? Envision the results of the efforts you put into achieving your dreams and desires in partnership with the divine. Can you see the way that you think, feel, and believe are being reflected in the material world? There is always a correlation between what you see, what you expect to see, and what you intend consciously, and what you project unconsciously. Everything is intrinsically connected, and magic flows through you from the unseen world into the world you perceive. Moving from the realm of non-ordinary reality to ordinary reality, you birth the ideas and thoughts into form and bring your most cherished desire to fruition. Not all ideas will bear sweet fruit. Sometimes you will reap a sour and bitter harvest based on your sense of your personal narrative and your assumptions about others. You are in a powerful and fertile season of your life when you're particularly good at making things happen with very little effort. Pay close attention to what you're manifesting now. From your career to your personal relationships, your influence is strong at this time. If you don't like what your life is yielding, prune the proverbial tree and get into alignment with what genuinely lights you up. Remember your birth into the world, that which you pay most attention to and consistently hold within as your truth. Be clear about what you intend. Can you make this commitment? Interesting. Okay, so there's quite a few power of love activations here because I'm getting that these two cards being so connected about bearing a fruit, a negative fruit. That is why Spirit wants me to give you bonus love activations. So let's get into, I'm going to go with virtue first. I feel like this one's calling. You are making great strides in your spiritual evolution, and others are beginning to look at you as a role model. You employ the virtues of kindness, service, and compassion in all your interactions. You have learned to send only those thoughts and support and encourage. Leading by example as opposed to preaching is important to you. When you live in the physical dimension with an awareness of the bigger picture, a steady calm permeates your life. Others are able to recognize this aspect of you and are drawn to you for counsel. Your work on this planet is also admired by those not currently incarnated, and you are receptive to their guidance. Being a conduit for spirit and manifesting love in all that you do is the greatest accomplishment of your earth journey. When this card appears in any spread, it's the most powerful message that spirit imparts. This card is the card of the light worker. Like I said, this was the card that spirit was calling me to. So, because you are being drawn to becoming a light worker, let's see what this card about responsibility has to say. Thoughts are energy. They are real, and they don't just belong to you. It's your responsibility to pattern your thoughts to reflect the highest levels of compassion and benevolence. As a responsible soul, you know that the totality of conscious thought creates reality. So be sure to do your part. Thoughts emanate from you constantly, and it is incumbent on you to make sure that the energy you are projecting is loving. This is the crux of being mindful. You must practice constant vigilance so that negative, hurtful, or spiteful thoughts that start to form are nipped in the bud. Compassion and empathy are great tools to use as filters for your thinking. Before you project a judgment, realize that you have little to no conscious awareness of what motivates another. When you make this connection, your every choice and virtually every other aspect of your life is based on the ideals of brotherhood and sisterhood. Responsible people live by example and teach others through inspiration. That great responsibility comes with power, is knowing that you've come back to Earth to elevate consciousness in this physical dimension. Ask yourself throughout the day, am I making the world a better place? That is the service energy of a light worker. And these two cards are actually side by side in this deck. So let's see what satisfaction has to say. What other people think of you is none of your business. You should never look outside yourself for acceptance or validation because it sends the message that you don't trust your own soul's worth. When you are in a space of self-acceptance, you confirm to the universe that you are everything you are meant to be, foibles and all. In this awareness, you are able to live freely and joyfully because you are not seeking validation through someone or something else. You can live your life and make your choices out of love instead of fear. To enter this space, you must have the realization that your soul's makeup is divinely perfect. The limitations you've placed on yourself and your self-criticisms are usually based on giving away your power to another or seeking outside approval. The ego is judgmental and critical and filled with insecurities, while the soul is perfectly at ease and has come back here to enjoy a journey of self-discovery. One of the biggest traps in learning to be satisfied is comparing yourself to others. Remember that you have come back to an earth school made up of a myriad of souls and experiences. You aren't meant to be like anyone else. Love yourself for being the compassionate and unique person that you are. I love it. Learn to accept yourself. Learn that your thoughts are powerful and you have a responsibility as a light worker to make sure that the fruit that you bear from your tree are sweet and that you're not repeating the mistakes of those who came before you. Let's get into the sacred geometry activations of, let's see, the realization number 37. Realization happens on many different levels. Internally, we realize something when we become aware of that something as a fact. Externally, we realize something when we achieve or fulfill a dream or a desire. On a spiritual level, we refer to self realization when we are able to unite body, mind, spirit, and soul to step into our fullest and most authentic expression of who we really are. The center of this activation draws us into an infinite inward journey through the layers of our awareness. The green indicates the presence of the heart, which provides the wisdom and stability needed on this frequently trippy path. The rich, bright blue coloring of the outer circles represents the ability and desire to express ourselves and to be realized in the outer world. The water represents the emotional realm, the heart's guidance system, and the orange and yellow stand for expression, creativity, and self awareness. Okay, try this. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Do you realize the magnificence of who you are and the scale of what you can create while you are here in body? This realization or belief that you are an expression of the creative source makes you a powerful manifester. What is it that you want to accomplish? Gorgeous. Let's get into the Divine Feminine card, number 21. It says three-dimensional reality is based on the duality between opposites and their eternal movement toward union. Everything is created in pairs: male, female, matter, spirit, empty, full, dark, light, and so on. Without the tension caused by the magnetic push and pull of duals, there would be no movement, and without movement, there would be no life as we know it. When the push and pull of opposites is equal, a state of balance is achieved. For humans to live harmoniously with each other, the masculine and the feminine have to reach a state of union, both outward, in relationship with each other, as well as inward, in a balanced state of heart, mind, and soul. The masculine and feminine attributes inside all of us have to be fully realized, understood, and expressed. Now that we are moving into a new energy, the enhanced qualities of these two opposites in human nature are emerging and urging us to let go of the roles we have traditionally assigned in the past, allowing a new masculinity and a new femininity to arise. The divine feminine is fluid and receptive. It surrenders and opens, and it's able to easily give way and pull toward galaxies of emptiness and higher consciousness when facilitated by true divine masculinity. This femininity is intrinsically connected to the higher realms and Mother Earth, giving birth to life, ideas, expressions, and dreams. The color pink is associated with the universal love for oneself and for others, with sweetness, with tenderness and care, all attributes that are associated with feminine qualities. Brighter pink brings in an aspect of aliveness, excitement, high energy, and power. There are various elements of the flower of life visible as reference to the three-dimensional reality we are creating here on Earth. The light blue refers to our ability to express ourselves with honesty, tenderness, and kindness. The 4 stars in the corners refer to our form-based reality. The water in the background is representative of the emotional plane, the realm mostly associated with the feminine. Try this. Close your eyes and go inside yourself. The feminine nature is to love, nurture, and guide through intuition. Are you allowing this? Are you loving toward others? How about toward yourself? Do you express your femininity without holding back? Take some time tonight to do something loving and special for yourself to spark your femininity. Beautiful. That's all I have for my Virgo collective this week. If these messages resonated with you and you would like a deeper, more personalized reading, do reach out to me. I would love to give you some even more guidance from Spirit. And if not, then you're welcome to come over to my Instagram on Friday, where I will be doing bonus messages this weekend that will bring you into the winter solstice and the 12/21 portal activations. My Virgos, I love you so much, and I hope you have a magnificent week and be kind to yourself.